Welcome in everyone. Today in this video we are going to go through some hip mobility, and for those of you experiencing pelvic pain, we know that this area can be quite tight and the muscles around surrounding this area can be quite tight. So we're going to mobilize with using the legs, and we're going to do some dynamic movements and then some stillness movements, and we're going to do that on our back just to lubricate the hips and get some motion through the lower limbs and through the hips, so that you can actually just get some release and some relief with these movements. So when you're ready, we're going to lie down on our backs, and again maybe start with your knees up. So we're just going to start in this position, and get yourself comfy. I like to just tuck my shoulders underneath me a little bit so that it opens up the chest. And you can have your hands wherever you feel comfortable. Maybe they're on your tummy, maybe they're out to the side. Sometimes having some pressure on the tummy and some feedback can just feel nice for the nervous system. And then on a breath in, we're just going to take a breath in, and then on a breath out, we're just going to let both knees fall to the side. So just go to where you're comfortable, and again we always start with less movement and then build up to it. So when you're ready, we're going to breathe in and then breathe out. Just let both knees fall to one side, and it might just be to there. Try and leave both shoulders on the mat. Don't let this left side come up. And then on a breath in, come back up, and then breathing out, we'll let them fall to the other side. And again, keeping this shoulder down if you can. So it might even just be to here. Some days it's going to be easier than others. So breath in, back up, breathing out, and then breathing in, back to the middle, breathing out, lowering to the other side. And you should just feel nice through the hips. Breathing in, breathing out. And then as you articulate through this movement, you might find that you might be able to get a little bit more range. Breathing in, just making sure that you're staying with your own breath and in your own time. And we'll just do a couple more, starting with this really nice gentle movement. And just remember, some days it's going to be easier than others. On your next in-breath, we'll meet back in the middle, and then just gently lift one knee up and then the other, if this feels good. And just hug both knees into the chest, again working through your own range of motion. And then we're just going to draw circles with our knees. So just, again, smaller circles to begin with. Just around, and then stop and go the other way. Drawing the circle anti-clockwise. Again, just breathing. And you just find your own intuitive movement. You can do bigger circles. Letting the whole body move, or smaller. Again, tune in and feel what's right for you in this moment. Just articulating one way and then the other. And then when you're ready, what we're going to do is we're going to hug one knee to the chest, doesn't matter which one, and then just gently, if it's available to you, drop the other leg right down. Maybe for you it just might be a bent leg still. Again, tune into what you need. But if you can, let's let this other leg fall straight, and then you should feel like a nice opening through this side, and then really kind of hug this knee in. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here. And again, even though you're pulling that knee in, just try not to have too much tension through the upper body. Let that nut be nice and relaxed. And then what you're going to do is take the opposite arm to your knee, and with the left hand, if you've got your left knee, just putting that arm out to the side, and we're just going to cross this leg over the body. And this, again, just go to where you're comfortable, but we're just opening up this side, feeling like a nice stretch through this hip up to the armpit. And again, just breathing. You can look towards this hand. And again, feel that expansion on the in-breath, and then relaxation on the out-breath. And if you want to extend this a little, you can extend this leg and then bend this arm. But again, don't push it. It's just if you're feeling like some resistance and some nice opening, that's all we want. And then slowly unwind and hug both knees in. And again, intuitive circles, however you need. And then we'll take the other side. So whatever leg you had, let's let the other one stretch out. Just gently, and remember, if it feels grabby, just, ease back in, take a breath, work with the breath. On that out breath, you should be able to just relax into it a little bit more. And then we're going to pull this knee in, let the other leg just hang long. Again, just let gravity do its thing. Take a breath in, breathing out. And then same on this side. Take one hand onto that knee, put the opposite arm out, and then we're going to rotate towards this side. Trying to keep that shoulder as best it can on the mat. And just supporting that lower leg. And again, feeling that nice stretch through this hip, armpit, right through this side body. Breathing in, expanding. Breathing out, just relaxing into it. And again, we want these movements and stillness and positions to just feel good. So if you're feeling like it's too much, just ease off. Maybe you don't need the hand on that bottom leg. Maybe you need to come up a little bit. This is your practice for you. And you can stay as long as you need to in each of these positions. But then when you're ready, we want to slowly unwind and then hug both those knees back in again, just to rebound, do the opposite, massage the lower back. And then for you, you might want to finish just with some breaths in this position. But for those of you who want a little bit extra, we're going to take Happy Baby, which is such a playful pose. So all you're going to do is bring both feet up, and for me, I need to reach up and bring my head off the ground, depending on your level of flexibility. And we're just going to push our feet into our hands. So you're kind of bringing your knees into your body, but at the same time pushing your feet into your hands. And you can rock side to side, or you can stay in stillness. But it's just such a happy, playful pose. And as we get older, we forget how important and how much we don't get to play anymore. So it's nice to have a play with these positions. And you can even just push one leg into one leg and then push into the other. And then when you're ready, simply just allow yourself to come back to the floor. Maybe reach your arms up overhead. I really want you to encourage you to have some intuitive movement with all of these practices. And again, keep revisiting them. So when you're ready, you come up back to the seated position. And then we have our hip mobility, hip opening movement practice. Again, well done for taking the time for yourself. And you can come back and revisit this video whenever you need to.